Okay, this looks like an interesting show. I'm a bit skeptical about the premise, but overall, I like the cutesy, wholesome vibe. Oh, it's written by Love is War's mangaka too? Damn, looks like we got a funny show on our hands. Can't wait for its release. What the fuck did I just watch? So we have an idol, and she's like 16 years old.
Whoa.
Turns out she's pregnant.
Hey.
There's also this doctor who's really into that idol. Like, really into her. So then, she's about to give birth, right? And this doctor gets his ass murdered and comes out of the 16-year-old's womb as the baby. What I mentioned here was just the introduction to this damn thing, and it's already this chaotic. In spite of this though, it has little impact on the progression of the episode itself. Oshinoko's first episode, safe to say, blew all our expectations out of the park. On the surface, this seems like something made for the most down bad niche of anime fans out there, idol fans. A specific group of people scientists have yet to decipher. People who make isekai fans look like regular, civilized human beings. People who can seemingly break the laws of physics and expend inhumane amounts of energy using complex maneuvers while in possession of a glow stick. Even though they're a splitting image of your average Discord moderator. They took the premise of such a show and twisted it to a degree where simply calling it original would not do it justice. The viewer experiences an array of emotions: shock, disgust, anger, grief, joy, all in 80 minutes of anime, often showing more signs of a film than an anime episode. It grabs your attention right from the start, simply by how real everything is, diving deep into the most toxic genre of show business, unveiling the dark and often harsh reality behind the scenes. It depicts the industry in its crude, raw, and true sense, a simple facade, a make-believe story engineered to perfection in order to produce the most revenue through years of lies and fraud. Throughout my degenerate years as an anime fan, I've slowly grown immune to unexpected plot twists, having consumed enough content to be able to more or less predict how an anime will develop with just a synopsis. That said, the plot twists on this episode is mad! That shit alone made me jump up and down my room like a fucking maniac. It got to the level where I had to get out of my seat mid-episode multiple times just to process what the fuck had just happened. I still don't understand how a mangaka can go from making high schoolers rap to this. I can imagine the guy being way too drunk and tired of drawing comedy one night and just being like, I know what I can do. Let's make a story about pedophilia, teen pregnancy, and child exploitation. Why not to spice things up? Also add reincarnation for my isekai fans out there. Sounds fun. On a serious note, I have nothing but praise for him. As if it isn't hard enough to make a weekly serialized manga that fans have come to adore, he chose to make another one at the same time without dropping in quality or consistency. Now that is one badass way to flex your skills. The impact of this episode is closely tied to how well the source material is executed in the anime. The art style for this pilot episode, I would argue, does a better job than the manga at complementing the story. The studio adapted a whole volume into a single episode, which gave them enough room to tweak its weak aspects to great length by cutting out a lot of unnecessary foreshadowing and enhancing the story to bring out its strongest point: the characters. The characters in the story are what really bring the episode to life. We get to see the entertainment industry behind all the fame and glamour, and its actors and idols for who they truly are, just another human being having to deal with their insecurities and fears constantly. Everyone lives on a knife edge, as there is no sympathy. It opens your eyes to the ruthless world of entertainment and the things people do or say to get to where they want to be. The portrayal of the hardship involved in the entertainment industry was masterfully conveyed due to how prominent the influence of social media was in directing the plot. The audience is cutthroat with their words, inconsiderate of people's emotion when dishing out insults from behind a screen. We experience all this from the receiving end, observing the state of mind of the actors themselves, being in the state of despair and helplessness as they read the heartless opinions of people who are left free to speak without consequences. As I watched this episode, my smug, arrogant self couldn't help but laugh, knowing that these comments would neither have any effect on me nor make me respond similar to the characters in the show. I might be creating content for social media just like them, but we are nothing alike. You see, the difference lies in our audiences. Their audience are a bunch of idol-obsessed psychos simping for personalities seen on television. But y'all are a bunch of anime-obsessed otakus simping for 2D drawings publicly. I can feel free to do or say whatever I feel, knowing that you guys can do absolutely fucking nothing. What can you do? Cancel me? Let me ask you this question. How do you cancel someone who is irrelevant in the first place? All jokes aside, something I hear no one talking about is the anime's production. Studio Doga Kobo skillfully managed to stay faithful to the source material while simultaneously finding ways to incorporate their own originality. Everything from the pacing to the voice acting is at a level where competition with the big guns in the anime industry is possible, while seemingly being a no-name in comparison. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but has anyone else heard of the studio anywhere? This name was practically unknown to me until I watched the anime itself. Let's see, they've done Plastic Memories, Nozaki-kun, Shikimori-san, and Umaru-chan. Wait. They created Cancer? No, I'm done. This anime's dog shit. I hated idol shows anyway.